Hello. Is this thing on? I think it is. Coming in with a loud clatter. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. It is day 3 without ADHD meds for me, so please bear with. Hi Voyage, welcome on in friend, and thank you for the biddies.
The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Day asterisk squirrel asterisk.
Scary squirrel! Yes, thank you, TTS. Well done. Well job. Hi, Nix. Thank you for the 22 months. Welcome back, friend. I hope you're also doing well. Yes, it is indeed day squirrel without my ADHD meds. It is also the tail end, but still, the tail end of my low levels of natural dopamine because of my cycle. So all aboard the struggle bus as we keep on keeping on. It's not that bad. It's just I am tired and it's very hard to motivate my brain. But we persevere. As we do. I am excited to have a look at these feet. While I get rid of these clamps. One of them went flying the other day and I could not be asked to go find it. So that's it. But yeah, look. Fully wrapped up. I'll start with this one. Because this one I know has been glued on before. There were just some little adjustments I had to make. With these, because my feet are wide. And it hasn't fully stuck here, because this is still... Prue hi! Feetsies! Feetsies indeed. So I might have to do this again. I will remove this for now. Carefully. Yeah, so this side has not stuck. And this side barely has either, so... I will put some more glue on and I'll put the clamps back on, because now at least the shoe has the right shape. Let's see how this one has done. Because of course what I initially didn't take into account is that I have orthopedic shoes normally for a reason. Because my feet are wide. Apart from the fact that they also need more support. Like they're wider, they're bigger than normal. Or average, whatever you want to call it. So that means that if I buy normal shoes, because I'm trying to find extra white shoes that are cheap that I can fuck up is a whole different challenge. Now this appears not on the front. Alright, that's alright. I can work with that. So. Wait, you can see the glue is all over the shop, but yeah, this part is still loose, so I'll have to glue that back on, put the clamps back on, but that's all right. And for this one, the sides, because the front is fine, but the sides are not. So, okay. I don't think I'll be needing these anymore for now. Find a proper spot for these after stream. Alright, give me 1 second, because I think I can see that there's a lot more getting picked up by my microphone than usual. Filters. Nope, they're all still on. Alright. Interesting. I have to have a look at the dampener that I have underneath the boom arm. And maybe have a look at my microphone itself, but not right now. Not today. So yeah. There we go. Feet. Before I glue the sides on again, I won't be able to put my feet directly next to each other, as you can see. There we go, like this. Yeah, so now I'll have to attach these. I'll do that before I put more glue on the front, I think. Putting one aside, starting with one. Oh, they're so wide now. But yeah, roughly want this one here. Which means I'll need to make a hole here so it goes between the outer and inner sole. Because that's what I want. I want these wires to be underneath the sole. Yeah, okay. At least that worked. Now can I wiggle you in there? Not as easily as I hoped. You might be too thick. How far do I need to go again? Quite far, okay. There. Alright. And then I'll glue this one in place. Sweet. Roughing up the material a little bit more. There we go. There, that one's also done. Now to get this one on roughly the same spot. At that angle. Cool. I'll start with this one again. Honestly, I was dreading this part the most, but so far, that seems to be the easiest. Typical. Oh, sorry. I bumped into the microphone there. There we go. Feet. All right. And the same thing here. Roughen up the material so the glue sticks. Oh, there we go. How's your Friday going, chat? Got any plans for the weekend? Anything you're looking forward to? Here's adding insoles too. Well, it seems like it might be uncomfortable underfoot. So, I'm not adding insoles because these, I cannot feel the wire underneath here. And that is exactly why I put it underneath the outer sole. Like between the outer and the inner sole. And I cannot feel it in here if I poke it. But I think it is like directly underneath the rubber outer sole. So I don't foresee needing to add any insoles. I don't think it would fit because my feet are not just wide, they're also slightly higher because of the edema. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. It worked better than I expected as well. It's a lot easier to insert than I expected as well. So here we are. But yeah. Putting this paper underneath so I don't spill any glue. Clamps. One of these went flying, so I hope I have enough, but we'll see. I also hope I have enough of this stuff. There we go. Come on, bud. There we go. Right, and you had the tip. Yeah. Alright, that one's set. Now to make sure this one stays in place. That's gonna be a bit more tricky. Let's hope masking tape is enough. Oops. Alright, so what I need to do is to clamp this one on and then put it somewhere and not touch it ever again until, 48 hours later. As you do. Okay. Putting you aside. There. Okay, that one's done. Let's see. You're just having a slow start to the day and figuring the weather out. Rains and thunder passing through. Ooh. You're gonna have some puzzle setting in store in the form of making some new 3D shots for next week national champs. Ooh, nice. Sounds like a good weekend to me. I'll be playing some games on stream tomorrow. I say games plural, might be game. I don't know yet. I haven't really had a look at it yet. There might be a... Whoop. There goes my glue cap. Yeah, okay, friends, this is gonna be more prominent now that I am no longer taking my ADHD meds. I will be dropping things more. I'll be a lot more clumsy. Yeah. Please bear with. The reason I stopped taking both my ADHD medication, like I stopped taking all my medication, is because on Tuesday I had a long-awaited appointment with a specialist. And long story short, I am getting more things looked at. I'm getting more tests done. Like next week on Thursday, I'll get a heart monitor that I'll wear for 24 hours, which means that on Friday, if stream's happening, it's happening later because I have a follow-up appointment for an ultrasound of my heart. And then they'll remove the heart monitor as well. So I might stream later next week. I might not stream at all. I'll post it in the Discord and keep you posted there as to, how and what and why. But yeah, no, I had to quit my medication because this so-called specialist saw my ADHD meds, saw amphetamine, and went, well, that could also be the cause of your heart palpitations. And this guy was so dead set on just talking about the heart palpitations and basically dismissing or not talking about my other POTS symptoms that, yeah, I'm annoyed. I don't feel seen or heard or taken seriously, all of those things that I really didn't need. But hey ho. Anyway, he also saw my medication and went, well, as long as you're on that medication, I cannot formally diagnose you. because those could also be the cause of your symptoms. And I said, well, hey, listen, long before I started taking this medication, I had this and this and this symptom as well. And he's like, well, POTS is something that spontaneously starts, and usually, you know, by itself, like, it goes away. It might just take a few years. And I was like, this is not true. What the fuck? This is not true at all. Who are you? What the fuck do you think POTS is? So yeah, I don't trust this guy being a specialist, but I don't have much choice, and at least I'm getting follow-up tests. Though the big follow-up test that I am waiting for is the tilt table test, which will not take place until November. Hi, Lori. Ah, yes, the halter. Yeah. I've never had one before, so can you, if you're willing, Lori, hi, by the way, I hope you're well. Can you talk me through what to expect? But yeah, no, there was some other things. This guy was just very dismissive, and like, I get it. This guy works at a heart clinic, but he's supposed to be a POTS specialist, and all he wanted to hear about was heart and heart-related problems. Well, POTS, dysautonomia, is a dysregulation of the autonomous nervous system, which encompasses so much more than just heart palpitations. It's also breathing, digestion, blood pressure, which they did test while I was laying down, and oh, everything's perfect. I'm like, yeah, because I'm not standing up. But he didn't want to hear about it. It was also like, have you always been this heavy? And I was like, well, you know, it's genetic. It runs in the family. But yeah, he really didn't want to hear much about it. So very frustrating. And I've quit my medication because I want to get that formal diagnosis, if possible. And he refuses to formally diagnose me if I wear the medication because there's no telling if it, you know, is caused by the medication. Which it is, but whatever. Because I also pointed out, like, listen, you said my blood pressure is perfect. Back when I was still a blood donor, my blood pressure was also perfect. Even before I got diagnosed with ADHD, and these medication can also cause elevated blood pressure, which I don't have. So yeah, but there was no telling. All right, whatever. So yeah, I'm annoyed. I will do my research once again to see if I've just not misunderstood this autonomia, but I'm yeah, if that research turns out that no, I got it right the first time, then I will report this guy. I'll absolutely report this guy. Because then he's just actively spreading misinformation, which is very frustrating, because with the amount of medical trauma I've had with medical professionals not taking me seriously, this is not what I needed or deserved. Hey-ho. At least I'm getting more tests done, which means I have more data to continue with. Yeah. Really does. And, like, obviously that's also because of the way I am phrasing it, but I didn't feel seen or heard, you know? You had one last year, it's nothing special, just in the way. You cannot shower or bathe while you have it connected to you. Just go about your day and the device will record your heart. Okay, do I need to, like, write down what I do and such? Because an acquaintance of mine had one. I'm not sure if it was a halter, but they had to write down, you know, every time they got up and walked around, and okay, yeah, okay. Well, at least then I know what to expect. Thank you. Yeah, but also the fact that the big test I was hoping for was Yeah, I won't be able to get that one until November, which is also quite the setback. But then at least all of my medication will definitely be out of my bloodstream, right? Yeah. All right. Well, that's the feet. Set aside and drying. Hold up. Let me set a time. No, not a timer. A reminder. Monday. Oh, I need to put something else. In the calendar. There. There we go. So, I didn't think this through. Which is, again, you know, the ADHD medication wearing off. But I did not think this through. I didn't have a backup plan, which I usually do when I start a crafting stream. Because I thought the glue would be cured and it would be fine. But I also thought there would be much more trouble with the hallux in the little toe, the back toe. Which there wasn't. So now what? Mayhap. Let's see. Let me move over to my desk. Yo, that's beautiful. You had one 25 years ago and you remember engaging in sexual activity and diligently writing that down, and that raised some eyebrows. Oh shit. Oh, it works. Shit. Finley, maybe. Probably. Definitely. This is a severe case of I didn't think I'd get this far. I didn't think I'd get this far. Also, Voyage, I want to rectify something because I thought I had done this a long time ago, but you've been around for so long. Hell. We've been friends for so long. There we go. There's a shining diamond, friend. Alright, hello, it's me. I'm wearing my, wireless, like I usually do when crafting. You've always been important, silly. But yes. I think... A Voyage important person, yes. Nyx gets it. I think what I'm gonna do is change the title. That's the word. I think I'm gonna open my drawing and I'll put down some things, some ideas for George's clothing. And then if all else fails, I'll just swap to Tales of the Shire and we'll be a little hobbit. Hi, Sebastian. There's a new squirrel exploring your balcony. Exciting. Exiting. Yes, no, exciting. Alright. In comes the glove chat. Ah, yes, there we go. Thank you. It's because I'm wearing these and I don't monitor. Thank you for letting me know. I said, with the amount of times I've, you know, crafts have gone wrong and I'd have to redo them, blah, blah. Now something working first try just goes, I didn't think I'd get this far. Doing this one here. I'll turn these off. It wasn't rude. It was to the point. I didn't think it was rude, Zib. It was very clear. Very clear, thank you. Oh, there we go. Look at my curls. No, I don't mind that at all. I don't think that's rude. I just prefer a direct approach. Which some people might consider rude, yeah. But I don't. So here we are. Alright, I'll take my microphone slightly louder than usual. Yeah, smidge. I'd accidentally bumped into my mixer. And then it severely turned down the volume of my microphone, and now I'm trying to get that back to what it was. Also, I see I forgot something in this. Words. Scene. There we go. No, that's not the one. No, I want this one. There we go. Boop. Better. It sounds good now? Yeah, nice. Alright, so. I also have to figure out what else I still have to make. Put you a little flatter. So what I want for George, this is how far the fur goes, roughly. Alright, so. There we go. Hi, Spectrum. Welcome on in. Any fans through the evening? No way. Oh, the time take that. Oh, okay. Use some oil. Some of these things are gentle on your skin. They stick. Yeah, they're supposed to stick. I have a follow-up appointment like the day after, where they remove the device and then they do an ultrasound of my heart as well. So we'll see. I hope they have some form of oil, but yeah. Yeah, I'm aware. They're supposed to stick. And they do. Yeah. Any Finn streams in the evening? I rarely stream evenings, except for Tuesdays with Sen, but like last Tuesday I was too tuckered out. So this will be George. And this is what, oh actually I need to add. The tail, which is something like that. Yeah. Then it would be much easier if I had it like this, because that's ultimately what I want to do. Yep. There we go. And you're at work, no phones inside. Oh, thanks for stopping by though. I really appreciate that. Have a lovely rest of your workday. There we go. There we go. There's my little guy. Look at my little guy. So what I want to do is figure out what to add, like what I want to do clothes-wise, because I've not fully figured that out. And like I said a couple streams ago, I want to make something that I can wear with other costumes as well. I've got the hat. I know that. It's probably something shiny. Hanging from there. Now this is just a black t-shirt, so I don't want this to be visible. Everything else is basically fine. But this is gonna be fake fur. So I'm just thinking what to add. I want to add a little bit of sleeve just to cover up the part where the sleeve would hit the tunic. Something like that. There we go. I'm not sure how long I want this to be because I don't want it to cover up too much of the tail, but it has to be relatively long in the front. Something like this. And then the question is, what exactly? Because I know this tunic I'll only be able to wear with this one, probably, because of the bulkiness of the fake fur, though I will take some of that fake fur off. Let's add another layer. There, now I got some more room to think. Maybe. See, these are details I'll figure out as I go. I'm just looking at things like colors and such as well. Oh, I forgot something. There. I'm also thinking, but I probably won't be able to wear that unless it's like super cold. Because this costume is hot. Because I'm a sucker for capes, and I might just make one for my own amusement. Because I found this absolutely gorgeous green wool fabric that is from a like an olive green to it, like a muddy lime to a really dark forest green, like this, and it has like all of the colors mixed in between, and it's so pretty. And it's a gorgeous fabric, and I want to make a cape out of it, and I want to wool felt leaves on it. Because I'm a sucker for anything botanical. You can't really tell, but this part is not open like this part, but it's flipped back over the shoulder. So the cape isn't fully closed at the front, but one part is flipped back over the shoulder. I'm drawing this like I'm not using any references, so I'm just drawing as it comes to me in my brain. But I don't know how to technically visualize that, and I'm not in a mood to look up references. I must confess. But that does mean that this costume is slowly coming together. I forgot something. I forgot that these will have little wings as well on the back. Yeah. Not that you'd see them much from this position, from this pose, but they are there. Which is also something to take into account, but that still means... Yeah. Yeah, that still means I'll make these sleeves with just a little cap sleeve, nothing more. So it wouldn't cover those up. But honestly, that is the star of like this outfit, of this costume basically, is all of this. Is George himself, right? So anything I add should not take away from that. I think fairly simple tunic is the way to go. Did I throw those measurements out? I might have. Shoot. Oh well. I also meant to be drafting like sleeves, so I could at least cut out the fake fur and sew that onto the shirt, but I forgot. I've been very anxious about the appointment I had on Tuesday, and then that didn't turn out the way I expected it to, so that was quite frustrating. But hey ho. Wait, I meant to see if I had the brown fabric still. The brown wool. Let me have a quick look, chat. Alright, I return. Thank you for your patience, friends. I will save this. And I will swap to a game because I cannot kickstart my brain. So, please hold. Alright. Ooh! Had to sneak up on me. Ah. Okay. I had to put my screen back. Right, it's usually at. There we go. Now, let's see. Let's find a game that my brain agrees with. What am I in a mood for? You know what? I'm gonna continue to be a hobbit because I can. I did decide, and I haven't done it yet, that I want to add some piercings to these. Because I have them plentiful in my own ears. I don't think I would stop if my ears were longer and pointier. So. Continue to be a hobbit. Yes, but what will you be playing? Listen here. You're not wrong. But also, look. This is the mood for today, alright? I'm trying my best. I was thinking, chat, with these, I could add some more rings eventually to these. I have to give it a think what exactly I want and what goes with my own, because like I already have that one. And here, I already have this one. Yes. Let's change the title once again. We're gonna follow the dopamine. But yeah, I'm definitely a hobbit. Let's pause. The music. Ooh, let me check one thing, chat, before we hop on in. Actually, no, I'm gonna quickly end the stream and start it again. So you might have to refresh, but then I can use my correct set of scenes. Please hold. Where is it? All right, chat. Give me a couple minutes to get things sorted, and then I'll be back. Okay. Catch you in a bit. Take this time to go and take care of yourself. Sadly, we'll have ads again because I have to restart the stream. But thank you for bearing with. See you in a bit.